hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited to have you. If you see I have a little boo-boo on my hand here, it's because Otto was playing with me and he gets a little bit excited and my skin is very thin now that I'm getting up in age. That's what happens when you get to be my age. You get thin skin. I had my hair done today and I wish you could see it. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave a picture at the end of the video so you can see what it looks like. You'll have to excuse me that I don't have on any makeup in the picture because I had cried it off today, but I got it out of my system. Anyway, overall, I have to say it's been a pretty good day. I went to my job and I talked to my supervisor because I felt like I was really failing at this service that we're trying to provide. It doesn't have what they call a service definition, and you have to have that to know what's expected of you, and they don't even have that yet. It's such a new service. I don't even think they're sure if they're going to keep the service, honestly. I don't know what's going on, but I need stability right now, and I need to know that I'm going to have a job and that I'm doing good enough that they're going to be somebody that I want to keep around. Well, I've worked for them before, and when I worked for them before, I was actually, they told me one day, they had a big meeting, and the lady came out of the meeting, one of the employees that worked there with me, and she said, "I just want to tell you thank you." And I was like, "What for?" And she said, "You don't realize it, but you're keeping the lights on. You're keeping this company running." She said, "Your service is the only service that's really getting any money right now, and it's because you work so hard." And so they know my worth. They know my work ethic, and that I try to be, 100% at whatever I do, 110% really, because first of all, I'm working with human beings, and their lives are so broken, and they need so much help, and I know how it feels to be there. And so I put all that I am and all that I have into every person that I come in contact with at work. And so I'm constantly giving of myself. And sometimes you have to take time to refill your cup. So I went and had my hair done today so I'd look beautiful. And I feel beautiful. So thank you, Spirit, for blessing me to be able to do that, because I don't have that. I'm not able to do it very often, but when I do, it feels really good. And the songs that came through for this video were very different. We had a 5-Leaf Clover by Luke Combs, and it's a song about a guy who has, he has the American dream. He has a beautiful home, piece of land, children, a beautiful wife who loves him. He has it all, and he even talks about how he's got like a half-ton in the driveway and a dog that wags his tail when he hears it coming, and it's just a beautiful song. He's got a shop out back with a refrigerator full of beer and friends that come over and hang out. And he's from a good place, and his parents have plenty of good years left. And he said, "I would have been fine with a 3-leaf clover. But what I can't understand is how did a guy like me end up with a 5-leaf clover?" And he just continues to repeat that over and over again about how blessed he is. And so somebody's incredibly blessed. But then I got the song, "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head." So it's like at one time you may have had everything and somehow something happened and you lost everything. That's the feeling I'm getting here, because the next song was "Everything Changes" by Stained, and it's talking about kind of like losing everything because of some kind of struggle they had, and if they could just get through it together. That's the thing. You have to be able to get through it together. you have to be able to depend on the people around you and know that you have each other's back no matter what. And that's the thing that I can always depend on about my husband. He always had my back. It didn't matter if we were separated, together. It didn't matter. He always had my back. And just knowing that was comforting in a lot of ways. You know, it was such a comfort to have that soft place to land, you know. And it's very unfortunate that he was not able to maintain his sobriety because he had an addiction. And I have empathy for it because I have had one too. You know, for my entire life, pretty much I've struggled with it, and I have been able to maintain as best as I can since I got treatment for it in 2011. I haven't gone back to it at all. I've maintained it. And I went back to, a lot of you that may not know me, let me start out by introducing myself. My name is Christy, and I am from North Carolina, as you probably noticed by the videos that I post, because I put it on there that I'm from North Carolina, but also because of my accent. Where else could I be from and talk like I do? Anyway, I am not really a tarot reader, and I will always be upfront with you about that. I'm actually more of a medium, if you understand what that means. And all that simply means is that I am able to receive messages from spirit through the cards. And so the cards might mean one thing one day and something else the next, just depending on what I feel, what I sense. I mean, I get sensations in my body, and you can go back and look through some of my titles, and I encourage you to do that because they're all timeless. And I have had people's loved ones come through very specifically, giving their names and everything, and you just have to look back through my titles, and I have at least over 1,000 videos. But if you go back and look at some of them and you have a title that stands out to you, check it out, because I have seen the Spirit do amazing things. I have seen Spirit come through with my best friend. Her mom came through very strongly. There's a video in my earlier days of that. And the Spirit is so strong in the room with us that you can see the Spirit on the camera. You can see it. I was holding my pendulum up, and the Spirit was covering up my necklace. It was so thick. It's hard to describe, but it almost looks like a cloud when you see it on camera. But I have been doing this for a long time. I learned how to play cards playing cards with my grandmother. She used to play cards with me. And I don't know if she was Native American, Cherokee, and my grandfather was Scottish, German, I think, or Scots-Irish, I'm not sure. Anyway, he was Scottish. And she taught me how to play cards, and she would tell me, this king is this way, this queen is this way, and they go together, and she would just tell me all the meanings of the cards. And I don't know if she knew what she was doing or if she was just playing with me. I don't know, but when I got older and I discovered that there was actually cards that had meanings like that, I picked them up, and it was like I knew how to use them. It was an instinct for me. It was just something that came very naturally for me. And so I have never studied a book or anything. I bought one because I was intrigued by it. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to try to if I can see it. My eyes are bad. Anyway, I am thankful to have you here. And if I say things like, I have had people tell me, it'll freak you out. It freaks me out, and I'm the one that's doing it. Like that, I will tell them a list of things that, like I told in one video, one woman's mother was coming through over and over and over again for months trying to get her attention. This person would get in my dreams and wake me up at night crying to tell me to get up and make videos because she wanted to get to her daughter desperately. And I guess she had it all figured out because her daughter found me. And when she finally found me, I was describing things in her house. There was just no way that it could have not been spirit, because I didn't know this lady. She was, I think, living in New York at the time. And she actually has a YouTube channel now, and I'll put a link to her YouTube channel. She is an amazing, amazing reader, and she is a medium also, I think. But she can tell you her story if she wants to tell it to you. But she's a precious, precious woman, and she and I connected instantly, and over the years we've stayed in contact because her mother brought us together for sure, and you cannot doubt it. It's the things that happen here amaze me. There will be a lot of times that I will have paranormal stuff happen, and it just is what it is. It really doesn't faze me anymore because it's become so much a part of my life. But it is hard for some people to accept. It's been a little bit hard, I think, for my family to accept. I think my family's getting okay with it now, but we haven't always had the tightest relationship anyway. My children, that's a different story. I love my babies, and I don't care. I'll always love them. If I have $1, they have $1. And that's just how it is. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of rambling tonight, but for some reason it's part of the reading. It always is. I just felt like I wanted to kind of do a little introduction with y'all. I do have an addiction background, but I got back on my feet and turned my life around. I went back to college. I got my master's degree in human services for addictions and recovery, and I currently work in the mental health field, helping people who have mental illness. So my heart is in helping and always being there for people when they need help in any way that I can, because I have needed help in my life, and those people that were there for me were so precious to me. And so I try to do everything I can to give back, because they always told me, don't pay it back, pay it forward. And that's what I suggest people do also. What else did I want to say, Spirit? Did I have anything to say, or is this you speaking? I don't know. Anyway, I guess somebody maybe had a real wonderful life. They may have that now. Like some of us may be in different places. Like you might be in that place where your life is wonderful and you feel like you have that 5-leaf clover. But for somebody, there's some raindrops falling on their head and everything changes. And I have to say that that's the truth, because it wasn't that long ago that I was laying beside my husband in the bed and telling him every night that I loved him and that I hoped I never had to live a day of this life without him, because in a way I knew how important he was. You always know your spouses, you love them, but he was especially good, and what he did with his life in the last years that he was able to continue working is he would work for widows, and he would take care of them because he knew that people would not give them, they might try to take advantage of them not being educated or learned about the things that they needed done around their homes. And he was a very, very gifted carpenter. And then he built $500,000 and $1 million homes. He did the trim work inside of them, which meant he what made them look so nice inside, the crown molding and all that kind of stuff. And so it's very ironic that I find myself now in a position where I need stuff done and I don't know where to go. So I'm just hoping that somehow maybe some of that will come back to me in some way, because he always treated people real special. He was real good to them, and that's why they always referred him to others. He had to turn work down. He wasn't able to keep up with it all because he wasn't, his health was bad. And I think that a lot of the addiction for him began because of pain, but also because of going to doctors and having them put him on medicine, and then the medicine you got to have it just right, or they'll cut you right off. They cut him right off of it. And when they did that, that's when I think the drinking really started. And that's because he had 5 back surgeries, both knees replaced, 6 elbow surgeries. I mean, the man had been through something. He worked hard his entire life. It was nothing for him to get up and go to work 6 o'clock in the morning, come home, get on the lawnmower and cut the grass. And we had 5 acres, and he would cut at least an acre of it, and he wouldn't come in the house until dark. And he was so proud of the fact that he was a homeowner and that he owned that land. That land meant something to him now, and I would never let anything happen to it. I'm making my payments on my house like I need to, and I just thank God that I am able to work and that I have the ability to have a job, that God has blessed me with a job. It is difficult, it is challenging, and I did talk to them today and told them that I felt like I needed to be in another service, that I felt like I could earn them more money if they would put me in another service. And I got an offer right then. The lady said, well, I want you bad. She said, all I'm waiting for is for somebody to tell me they'll let me have you. And I got a special job that I've got picked out just for you. So we'll see. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I just don't think that this service that I'm in is what I need to be in, because it feels very uncertain. And right now I need to feel stable. I need to feel like I'm very secure. As secure as you can be in this economy. So I don't know why I'm sharing that with you. We're all going through stuff. We're all here to be real, to be ourselves. You don't have to be worried about holding anything back here. Nobody's ever going to disrespect you on this channel. Everybody that's ever been on this channel has been very respectful. And I've only had it happen once, but the lady was not very respectful. She got very smart with me, and I'm sorry, but if you're not going to be respectful, I'm not going to allow you to stay. And if she would come back, I would welcome her back. As long as she would behave herself. So you're all welcome to be here. I love your comments. I love to read your comments. I love to know who I'm reading for. That helps me to kind of know where to take the readings, because I don't really know who I'm catering to here. I haven't really figured that out yet. I'm kind of trying to figure that out. And the more you interact with me, the more I'm able to pick up your energy. And to even know what questions to ask, because I'm really willing to do anything. Like, I'm willing to do lives. Like, somebody had said something about doing a pick a card. I'll be happy to do a pick a card if that's what you want me to do. And if you're willing to pay for it, I'll be even happier. $5 a card. I don't know what they charge for it. I'm going to be the first one to tell you, I don't watch other readers. And the reason why I don't watch them is because I don't want to imitate them. And, if you watch other people, then they watch you, and you're picking up their energy, you might start acting like them, but not even mean to be. So I just don't I occasionally will stumble across one and I'll be led to watch it. And if I am, I do. But I always ask God to not let me be anything but me. And so I don't know what other readers are saying. I don't know what other readers are doing. But if I ever say anything that somebody else has said, it's purely spirit. Just confirming something. Because I'm definitely going to always give you my 100% authentic self. That's the goal for all of us every day. All right, Spirit, why am I blabber-mouthing all over the place right now and not doing a reading? Because somebody needed to hear it. Simple as that, Christy. Let's see what Sweet Tea has to say tonight. I really like this book, and I hope you do too. I hope it's not a turn-off, because let me tell you something. I'm not in any way trying to tell anybody what to believe. I'm still trying to figure out what I believe, but I like to check it all out. Like, I think it's fascinating to study other religions, because I think that the way it is that God works through different ways with different cultures. And we just don't understand that, because sometimes they'll decide that this is the only way. And when they start talking like that, I don't believe that. I can't believe that. I'm sorry. I just can't. So either somebody's taken something out or they've added something to it, but something just ain't quite right about that. Because God loves us all, Spirit loves us all, and I love us all. And I hope you love me too. All right. What page would you like me to read tonight? Cool. We got a new one, y'all. Cafeteria. For the time will come when people will not put up with sound doctrine. 2 Timothy 4:3. Most of us have been to a cafeteria-style restaurant at least once in our lives. The places are all different, but the setups are basically the same. You grab a tray, place it on a little ledge, and slide the tray along while your tummy rumbles at the sight of all the delicious foods displayed behind glass cases. Fried chicken, fish planks, meatloaf, roast beef, mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, perfect Parker House rolls glistening with butter, petite bowls of wiggling, jiggling gelatin, and an assortment of perfect pies and other tantalizing desserts at the end. This is making me hungry, y'all. Some of us like cafeterias so much we apply the same method to our faith, choosing the side dishes and desserts while ignoring the meat and potatoes. There are people who deny miracles in the Bible, calling them fanciful myths. Others consider the entire Bible to be metaphorical. Still others choose to see God's commands more as suggestions. But they want God to bless them without any personal accountability. A person can disagree with the Bible, but God is completely righteous. A side order of this and a side order of that will not make a person right with God. Faith check. The meat and potatoes of the Christian faith is the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ our Savior. That if you confess with your mouth the Lord Jesus and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. And that is exactly what I believe. And I believe that once that happens, that's what's happened. And nothing can make it unhappened. God owes us nothing but gives us everything. That's that song, that 5-leaf clover. So maybe some of us are all in that same boat where we're kind of trying to decide what we believe. And I think that's so cool, because it's way better than just jumping on board and following along like a lost sheep, not knowing if you're even going in the right direction. At least if you've experienced a lot of different things, then you'll know for yourself what's real and what's not. And you'll know because that spirit inside of you will tell you when you're in the wrong direction. I've had that happen to me plenty of times. All right, use the black deck I'm hearing. Spirit, what are you trying to do tonight? Because this feels like a very different, like the channel seems to be evolving somehow. The Empress is here in transformation, the death card. So Spirit is transforming an empress. Alright, what's up with that? Justice for an empress. There's an empress that's about to get justice. Something karmic is coming to set things right in this person's world. The Lovers and the Empress. So this could be about her love life also. I bet she deserves it too, Spirit. Alright, show me how this happened. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This could be anybody in your family. Reverse roles if you need to. Always, you know, look at all your different placements and how you might be affected by the moon and things like that. How are you working in our collective tonight, Spirit? May I see, please? What are you doing in our collective? And give me any suggestions you have. Thank you so much. Whoa. That's not what I wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. So there's a Magician in reverse sitting here as how Spirit's working. So if Spirit is working on some deception, there's some deception or some dishonesty or something. Somebody is trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Like, this is a card of being deceptive. Like, saying one thing, knowing they're doing something else. Putting on a front, you know, that kind of thing. Alright, so that's what we have working. Spirit said, this is how I'm working. I'm working on whoever this is that's deceiving and fronting and putting out false pretense. Alright, what's the energy to overcome then? Because that looks like the energy to overcome. But Spirit says that's how I'm working. There's an Empress in reverse and a High Priestess upright. So this person, it could be a mother, a grandmother, or divine feminine. They are using their intuition and they are not upright. So something's been done to this person. This feminine energy. And there's a Pisces vibe to this. There's a Gemini vibe to this. It could be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but it's a strong Gemini vibe. Capricorn's here, Virgo here, Taurus. And then we have Pisces. And the High Priestess to me can be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. That's just my school of thought. Everybody has their own way of interpreting the cards. But there has been something done. Spirit's working on it, though. Whatever this is that somebody's been doing to you, Spirit's working on it, and you know it. You know Spirit's working on it. But it's put you out of whack because you shouldn't be in reverse. But you know that. You know that this is being done, and I don't think there's anything you can do about it. All right, so how are they going to pull this together and overcome this, Spirit? Good, strong energy only, please, for how to overcome this. How do we pull this together and overcome all of this? Somebody's getting hits. Intuitive hits. There could be racial differences. Spirit said, I'm going to end it. The world is here with the Fool. Somebody's getting ready to start something new because whatever's been going on has been like a burden, like you've been carrying the weight of the world on your back. You know this. You know what's going on here, but it doesn't look like there's anything you can do about it. But Spirit says, the way I'm working is I'm working on this deception right here. Because I see what's going on. I'm not blind to you. I see you, baby. I see that you're being mistreated. And you have been being mistreated for a while. Somebody could have something going on with their reproductive organs. I'm hearing the name Stephanie. I'm hearing the name Tyler. And I'm also hearing somebody by the name of Gertrude. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to find out a little bit more. We're going to see what Sacred Destiny has to say. I do sometimes have sensations in my body. I get names. I can just see various things. I don't know how. I see a lot of stuff in these cards. And if I can get into it too deep sometimes. Enlightenment is here and fulfillment is here. So something's going to be brought to the light. You about to have there is something that's going to be brought to the light, and it's going to be very fulfilling when it happens. It's going to feel good. You're going to get this justice that you deserve. You're going on an adventure also. You might be moving or traveling for some reason. You might be going on a vacation. You have blessings and enlightenment. So Spirit's going to show you that you're going to have a lot of blessings. All right, Spirit, talk to us tonight about, oh, that flew out. Y'all got some powerful, oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Look, Spirit said, I'm about to reveal a powerful truth. Remember this deception? Spirit said, I'm about to out this. I'm about to out it. Somebody is about to stick their foot in their mouth somehow. Because there's a powerful truth, and it's going to give you courage. You're going to have courage somehow. Ooh-wee. Somebody has black hair, and this person's crossed over. It looks like a mother. And lightning is somehow very significant. There's a woman here. I can't pick up her name. If she wants to talk to you, she will. All right. So, we have the Fool also. Aries is here. Taurus is here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Primarily Gemini. So, let's find out what this tarot is about. Shall we? No, we're going to first find out what this deck right here would say. I want to find out. This is going to be a very different reading. I just felt it from the beginning of it. Ooh-wee, the Door to Value and Goddess of the Moon, the High Priestess and her knowing her value. I know that's right. The broken heart and using your intuition. Somebody's gonna hurt this Empress, and that's why she's in reverse. She didn't do anything. There's a woman holding a coin, and somebody's using their intuition about it. And I'm going to tell you, this woman holding this coin in this deck, to me, has always looked like an evil person. So this person might not be very nice to you, and she might be in control because of her money. All right, Spirit, talk to me about how you're working in this situation with this deception. What do we need to know the most about this? Give us a little bit more detail. There's a woman holding a heart in reverse, and the Door to Value is also in reverse. So let's see what Spirit is saying right here, because this is going to be the meat and the potatoes, like she said a while ago. 44. 44. I don't believe you have to even say that prayer that she said in that book. I think that the main thing you have to do is you have to feel it from your heart. You can say prayers all day long, but if they ain't coming from your heart, and they're not sincere, they don't mean a thing. All right, a woman holding a heart, number 44, reversed. This is about a female dealing with family, love, or emotions. This card reverse could indicate a state of being emotionally overwhelmed, and you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. And see, that's what looks like is happening here. You're upside down, and you know why. You intuitively know why. You know it's this deception. You see through it. and you may feel as though your love life is turned upside down. It could also refer to some difficulty in a family matter or a close friendship. If this is the case, it's time to let go or resolve things now. There's also a possibility that this woman reversed is someone who brings a negative emotional influence to your life. There may be jealousy, resentments, or even more subtle manipulations going on. Don't take things personally, but endeavor to bring greater clarity and calm self-empowerment to the situation now. And always remember to bring a loving, heartfelt energy to yourself. I am emotionally calm and peaceful, and I attract healthy and stable people to me. So you have a woman that's causing you some problems, I think. And they know they're doing it, but they're doing it in a way that's sneaky. So they're making themselves look like they're not doing it. They're trying to look one way and be another. They're putting on a facade. That's what they're doing, period. That's what I feel here. It's very cut and dry. I'm picking up a very, I feel like you're fed up with this person is what I feel like. I feel fed up with them already. And I don't know how much I could take of them. And I have to take my own family in doses. I love my family with all my heart, but I don't always reciprocate. They don't always reciprocate it to me. They just don't. This card reverse signifies a partial or perhaps even potentially complete closing of the door. The hoped for new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly even derailed. Don't be disheartened. However, this card reverse reminds you not to put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your interest and your efforts and let your intuition guide you to the next open doorway. In the meantime, open your heart and your mind to the other sources of value in your life. Money is a commodity, but so are time, tranquility, and love. Choose to open the doors of these wonderful experiences yourself and find real value there. My life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. So this is about having a partial or perhaps even complete closing of this door. The hoped for new opportunity where money or career is concerned may be delayed or possibly even derailed. Don't be disheartened. How can you not be? This is horrible. However, this card reverse reminds you not to put all your eggs. Remember I said they had everything and it sounded like they lost it? That's what's happened here. Somebody had it all and they lost it. And there's somebody that's being really deceptive towards them. And it's the feminine here. This one is using her intuition. This one is not. And this person is deceptive, but they make it out like they're the innocent one. But Spirit said, I'm about to reveal some powerful truth. And you're going to have courage. It's leading you to a new opportunity to take a complete leap of faith. We're going to find out more. I don't really know what's going on here, but we're going to try to find out, baby. Let's see what's going on here. Spirit, talk to us. What is happening here with this High Priestess and this Empress? Because that is some powerful energy. When you have an Empress that shows up with the High Priestess, that's somebody that's got skills and they're very gifted. They're psychic, they're mediums, they are clairvoyant. They have all kinds of stuff that they can... That's somebody real powerful. That would be somebody that I would look up to and look to mentor me. All right, Spirit, talk to me about what's going on here. This is a beautiful person. How did this happen? That didn't take but a second. It's a lot, too. Oh. All right, you're having to deal with your drama. Your family shit's getting on your nerves. Love the one you're with. They're still waiting. So you're dealing with drama, exes, old hurts, and unresolved shit. Your family is getting on your nerves. Everyone could use a little break. Love the one you're with. This includes you. And so if this family of yours is giving you a hard time and leaving you out and mistreating you, Spirit says, I'm about to reveal the truth. But the truth is about to come out for somebody. And we've been hearing that. And the Spirit says, effing say it. Resentment kills the magic. Oh, look, there's one turned over. You want to spend time with this person. You just want to spend time with them. And they've been keeping you waiting. Like, all you want to do is spend time together. And this person don't even care enough about you to take your phone calls, it don't look like. All right, what's being hidden here? Because this doesn't look nice at all. This poor lady. What's being hidden is that you have to keep shit clean and forgive. Okay? So you got some forgiveness that needs to take place here. And you need to keep things clean for some reason. Gross bathrooms and dirty floors suck. So maybe somebody else doesn't keep things clean and you're constantly having to clean behind them. But for some reason, it's being kept secret that you have to keep stuff clean. It's like this, somebody is secretly forgiving and keeping things clean. Take that as it resonates to you. All right, what's being shown? That it's time to talk money and F your feelings. I don't care about your feelings. I want to talk about money. And we see here that you may have even recently lost your job. So this person is knowing that you're in a crisis in life and you probably had it all and have recently just lost your job. And I don't know why, because it's fill in the blank. You think you have them all figured out, but you don't. All right, so tell me, Spirit, what's going to happen next? Whoa, that card slipped right down on the floor. You're going to pack your bags. You're going to move. You're going to pack your bags. You're either going to move or you're going to go on a vacation. But you're leaving. And it's like, it's not that serious. Laugh. Fuckers, don't let the bullshit make you bitter. Excuse my language. And agree to disagree. You're going to agree to disagree. That's life with another human. Good times. You're going to pack your bags and agree to disagree. That's what you're going to do. Because it's not that serious. It's not that serious. So apparently this relationship, whoever this is to you, you don't really care that much for them. They may have been a friend at one time, but they have been doing you wrong, is what it looks like to me. And you're fed up with them, and you have a right. You look like you have every reason to be. Just saying. I'm going to use this deck to try and pull out some details, even though this is not feeling like a love reading. It could be for somebody, or it could be family. It looks like family. Somebody was trying to give you one last chance because they were hoping you had learned your lesson. Or you might have been trying to give somebody else one last chance hoping that they had learned their lesson. Okay. Somebody needed one more chance to learn their lesson. And lessons, let them go. Their lesson, you don't learn all the lessons they can teach you, baby. Now it's time to let them go. Whoever this is, and it could be your family, and it's hard. You're worried about these lessons. So, we already understand reaping what's being sown and how you get karma, right? And somebody might be concerned about the other person because they know this person is going to have some bad karma for the way they've been acting. And it might involve somebody, like guilty by association. This person could bring karma on people you care about, not just on themselves, and that's what's concerning you. All right, show me more about how this happened. I have a different energy that I'm dealing with tonight. It feels very, okay. This happened because somebody was, okay, I'm going to tell you what I have here. I have enough is enough and divinely guided, but it's in reverse. And then I have like reconciliation. So it's like, this is not really spirits divinely guiding you. This is somebody going off on their own self-will and getting fed up. You're doing what you want to do when you want to do it. You're not listening to spirit to figure out what you should do here. And you're constantly wanting to make things right with somebody. But enough is enough. Like, I am not involved in this at all. Spirit's like, I don't encourage you to continue to, you need to get this upright. Like this person that's in reverse, it's time for you to say enough is enough and be divinely guided. This happened because you weren't for some reason. But now you definitely are. But in the beginning, they got one over on you. Big time. That's how this happened. Okay? Alright, show me what's being hidden. Let them go because of differences. So secretly, somebody is having to let them go because there's lots of differences. Y'all just don't see eye to eye on things. You won't even look at each other. Your backs to each other. And you've got to let them go. Secretly, you have to let this person go because nobody knows that though. Like, somebody's having to be forgiving and keep shit clean. They're having to let somebody go they have differences with. This is all kept secret. So this person may not be telling you this is going on behind closed doors, but Spirit is saying, I'm about to reveal powerful truth to you. This could be the truth that you're getting, is that this person is about to let them go because they don't get along. Okay? Alright, what's being shown? This could be you. I mean, I don't know how this can play out for all of y'all. There's more than one person. That this is your family. Okay. Divine timing is a factor. Spirit wants you to take it slow here, okay? And somebody is not only stalking you, they're doing it under a fake account. Or you are. Somebody's stalking, but they have a fake account. And there's also gossip. Okay? Alright, show me what's going to happen next. This sounds like a family drama. Spirit says what's going to happen next is going to be your choice. You have a choice here in what to do next. Maybe you didn't realize that, but it looks like to me you're going to pack your bags and agree to disagree, and that's going to be your choice. Okay? Or somebody else is. Somebody is going to be haunted by the decisions they've made. What this person's been doing is going to come back to haunt them. This person is they think they're getting away with something by manipulating and twisting people's heads up. Oh, somehow I turned the magician up right. And look, that magician was in reverse, honey. And look, it tried to convince me that it was in the upright. No. This person is sneaky too. They're trying to get one over on somebody. But you know it, but you can't do anything about it. But Spirit says, I can. Spirit says, this is your family, and you need to let divine timing have its way with this. Take it slow, and beware that somebody is watching. Okay? And so you might not think that anybody really knows, but people are seeing what's going on here. You think they're not. I think you don't think people see it. You might think that they're putting out, oh, look how wonderful things are. Like the lady commented earlier, this kind of sounds like it might be your reading, sweetheart. I hope you see it. All right, let's go a little deeper and see what is going on here that could cause this kind of damage. The truth, the untold truths of the heart. Somebody was chasing and pretending. Somebody was pretending about a spiritual connection. think I have a card in the wrong deck here. All right, Spirit, how did this happen? Oh, that's a lot of cards. Dang, that's a lot of cards. Spirit, you got me pulling all kinds of stuff. All right. Somebody was getting established. They were cold, or it was cold. It was frozen. It could have been cold where you were. And there were dark influences that you were not aware of that were under the surface. Somebody was being cold, but they were under influences. They were secretly under some dark influences. They were hiding stuff, and they were being superficial and shallow. Not even like, the cards came out in reverse, that they were shallow and hiding stuff. So they are not just shallow and hiding stuff, they are lying about it. That's why they're in reverse. And they're also lying about these bad influences because they are in reverse. So they are trying to make it look like that they are a family and they have all this security and stuff, but they aren't telling you that there's a lot of coldness here. Bad, dark influences being hidden, and a lot of secrets. They got a lot of secrets. These people, whoever they are, they do not get along. They might be trying to make people think they are, the God-given. They actually are in despair. They're in despair, and I think it's over finances, but I don't know. All right, show me what they're hiding. Somebody's beautiful. They feel like they've lost something, and they're chasing something. So I think they're chasing these dark influences, if you want my personal opinion about it, but I don't know who I'm reading for. Somebody is beautiful and doesn't know it, and they have had some grief, sorrow, and pain in the past, and they're clashing with this person. It's repeating the same message, except it's including the fact that somebody had a loss in the past, and they're clashing because of this. It has something to do with beauty and this loss and them clashing. Maybe this person is not as beautiful as they used to be, and they tell them that, and that would piss me off. And this is causing a big argument, about to have a fight. It looks like, all right, what's being shown? That they don't have any boundaries, and this is an infatuation. That they're not healthy. This is a very unhealthy relationship, whoever this is. And it's really more of an addiction is what it looks like to me. All right, what's going to happen next? I think somebody here has an addiction. There's going to have to be a new beginning. And it's your choice. Why is there going to be a new beginning? Because of deja vu and somebody who's very conflicted. They have a decision to make. They feel like there's more than one choice, and this is something that they've been through before. So it's like, what do I do here? I don't even know what to do here. But you are using your intuition. All right, Spirit, give them some guidance about which way to go. Spirit says there's lust. There's lust. So why are you telling them that there's lust? Because somebody's trapped. Somebody's trapped in a situation where somebody doesn't love them. They just want sex. And that's why they're arguing, because this person is beautiful, but they have some kind of loss. I don't know where this is coming from, but somebody could have had like a mastectomy where they had to lose one of their breasts, and they are being body shamed. I don't know where that came from. That just came out of left field. That won't be for everybody, obviously. But somebody somehow had a loss. They're beautiful. They're very charming, very graceful. But they don't get along. They either don't get along with this other person. I feel that there's 3 people here. I feel like there's the person I'm reading for, which is probably this Empress. And then there's 2 other people. At least, maybe some children, because it's family. But this person is beautiful. But they have had, it looks like they have unresolved grief that they're still dealing with. And they are clashing. You remember at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about how you have to pull together. You have to pull together. When you go through a crisis, you have to pull together or you'll pull each other apart. And this is why the consequences are showing up in reverse right now. For some reason, nobody's getting consequences for any of this. And you feel like it's because nobody knows. But you know, and God knows. And God is fixing to reveal the truth. That's what's being said. Alright, so let's get a tarot deck from somewhere. Let's use this one. I'm going to read them upright, I think. Talk to me about this deception, Spirit. What's going on here? The Hanged Man and Judgment. There's a card turned over in the deck. So I have to see what it is. That Hanged Man was turned over in the deck earlier today. And I turned it over the right way. And it got turned over again, it looks like. I know I saw a card turned over in this deck. I don't know. I don't see it now. Alright, let's see if we can find it. We got the Nine of Pentacles and Judgment. So somebody is very independent. There it was. It's in there. I'll just have to wait and see if it comes out, I guess. I'm curious, though, because it looks like to me somebody said, this is what they're hiding. This is what they're hiding. Whatever this card is I'm about to find, this is what this truth is they're hiding. That's why I'm having a hard time finding it. Because these people are very, very good at bullshitting. Okay. This person is broke, busted, and can't be trusted. That's what's going on here. They ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Do you see what I'm saying? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So these people have no money at all. They are completely dependent on somebody for everything they have. Every meal they eat is coming out of somebody else's house. They're somebody else's paycheck. They don't have any money whatsoever. That's why they're clashing, because somebody lost their job. And we see that here. That's the loss. Somebody's beautiful, but because they had this loss, they are fighting. And that happened to me when I lost my job. Back when COVID hit, and my husband and I he was already drinking heavy by that point. But when I lost my job, he flipped out on me. And he just started going nuts, like, oh my God, give me a few weeks and I get unemployment, dude. Chill out. You know, I had to hire an attorney, but I won. And when I got the settlement, I left him and I gave him half the money. I was fair to him. I was like, I'm going to help you with half the money. And it was quite a bit. It would be enough right now to do everything I need to do. And he did nothing with it. So, anyway, I'm over it. I've forgiven him for it, and I miss him. I do. I miss him. I wish he could have been healthy. I wish he could have done that for himself and for our children. All right, why is the Magician in reverse? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Somebody, looks like maybe was supposed to have a new opportunity, maybe a new job. Obviously, they lost their job. And they have been looking for this opportunity. It looks like this person has been really looking hard for an opportunity. But they can't find one. And somebody is being there's the Queen of Cups here. What I have here is I have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah. The Queen of Cups upright, and the Nine of Wands upright. The Nine of Wands is a very defensive, like, this is mine, and I worked hard for this, and this person that's being defensive, though, you love them with all of your heart, and you would give them your last breath to keep them alive. But they are very mean and just, like, okay, oh, look, and there's a Page of Cups. There could be a child involved here that's getting hurt in the process. See what I'm seeing here? It's like either they don't want you to live with them or they don't want you to work with them. And they look for every opportunity they can to throw something in your face about maybe losing your job. And here you are, just very loving. Or here somebody is. I don't know who this is. Somebody this is a very loving, nurturing. This is the sweetest queen there is. This is Miss Mary, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Miss Mary is the sweetest woman. She would never complain. She is almost codependent because she will never speak up. Like, I can tell when she's hurting and in pain. And I will always be like, Miss Mary, are you in pain? No, I'm fine. I'm like, okay, I got pain medicine now if you need it. And she's like, okay, I would like to have one of them. So, you know, this is her, though. She doesn't complain. She just doesn't complain. She's always nice. She's sweet. She's kind. She'd give you the shirt off of her back. But somebody is really defensive. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. You're not working or living. And I don't want you looking to have opportunity to do any of that. I don't want you to have any opportunity. Why are they, what is it they're keeping from having an opportunity to do, Spirit? Oh my goodness. I'm not taking all those. I'm sorry. What is it that they're trying to do here? That's that page. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, they're refusing any love from you, even though you're coming at them with nothing but love. All I have seen you do is try to love these people, and they will not let you. You came at them this way. You're coming at them a different way with love. You're trying all different ways of showing love, and it's just not being reciprocated, and it's not being accepted. And it's even, I think, hurting a child in the process. That's a child, I think. It could be a friend. This could be your friend that's very hurt. This could also be the reason why this person will not give you any love. And let me show you why I say that. Somebody's in hermit mode big time. See? This is her. This is this loving woman here. This man is here, and he wants to show love. But right here beside it is the card that it's like, I'm not giving you any love. So this is where the manipulation comes in, because this doesn't even fit together. Understand what I'm saying? This person right here, all they want to do is show this love. They have this love, and they're coming towards you, and they want to show you love. They might want to take you out to eat or do something like that. They might want to spend time, family time, whatever it is. This is a family drama, okay? So this is somebody in the family who pretends like they want to show love, but they ain't planning on showing you any love. And I think that this person and this person are together. And I think that this person pretends like he loves everybody, but he ain't taking love from nobody. And it's hurting this baby right here. So if this is your situation, You have to make a decision because you have to. That's what Spirit's indicating. And it's going to be your choice what to do. But you've heard what I've said. I'm not going to repeat myself. But Virgo is here now with the Hermit. And we have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus here also. So this person that's over here not wanting to show any love, I think is the person that's dependent here. And I think that it's because they're a cold-hearted person and they have dark influences that they're hiding. They're also shallow and they just are hiding a lot of stuff. They're hiding shit. But you're not realizing that this was not divinely guided, and enough is enough is in reverse. If you turn that over, it's still divinely guided and enough is enough. But it happened because I think somebody was trying to do the right thing. But when you're dealing with people like this, there is no right thing for them because they're not going to play fair. This type of thing is not going to come out by you playing nice. It could even get legal. Like if this is your grandchild that you're not able to see, you have rights as a grandparent. Grandparents have rights. In most states, they have rights. And you can file for your grandparents' rights to see this baby. Because this baby is suffering. All right, why is the Empress in reverse? The worst thing in the world is to keep a child away from somebody that loves them. Somebody's not using good judgment. This Empress may not be using good judgment, but for some reason she's using her intuition, which is a very tricky situation. I feel exactly how you feel at times. Like, I know what's going on here, but I don't really know how to handle it because they don't play fair. Like, how do I handle this? I don't know what to do. I think you're just not knowing how to handle this. All right, why is the High Priestess here? I'm not taking that many cards. Why is the High Priestess here? That's better. Because you are very passionate about this and you're very disappointed. And you're showing up as a fire sign, Leo particularly, but you could be an Aries. You could be any fire sign. But your Ten of Cups is in reverse, and you know it. You know in your heart and in your spirit, you've already been shown that this is just going to be a big disappointment. And you're passionate. You're angry. You don't look angry, though. You look hurt. You look like you want peace. There's a dove here. See how there's a dove on this Queen of Wands? That's why Spirit had me to use this deck. Because this person wants peace. And so do you. But it almost looks like you're almost exhausted. To the point of exhaustion with this situation. This is the strangest Queen of Wands I've ever seen. But that's why the color blue is very significant. Somebody could have blue eyes. I just heard blue eyes and blue jeans, so that might be a song you have listened to in the past. Or maybe you're wearing blue jeans. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Remember I said she was very passionate? You might need to make some moves. You might have to do something. This is a very creative way of handling a situation like this. All right, why is the World here? Why is the World here? Because Temperance. Sagittarius is here. That's probably Sagittarius right there. I'm a Sagittarius. You may be too. Sagittarius is here because you need to be self-controlled right now. You need to control yourself. And I see that this Queen of Wands, who can get very, very pissed off if she wants to, is being tempered. Because I can see that you have every right to be angry with what's happening here. Why is the Fool here? This could also be an Aries involved. Why is the Fool? Oh, that flew out. Because, baby, Spirit says you're about to have a lot of happiness. Spirit's going to bring you happiness by exposing the truth. The truth is coming out. Look, the Knight of Swords, I cannot make it up. The truth is going to come in very suddenly and very unexpected. But the truth is coming, baby. Spirit's got you. The truth is coming out. And I would be willing to bet my life on it because I trust my cards, and these cards do not lie. They don't. They know. They know. We lie. They don't. So you're about to have some movement here in this situation, whoever you are. The truth is coming out. All right, be patient and go with the flow, Spirit says. Be patient. That's what temperance is about. You need to just be patient while I end this. Spirit says, I'm about to put an end to this. Get in nature and go with the flow. So make sure you're getting grounded. Anytime you think you might get into a confrontation, you can make take some nails and put them in a glass jar. Put the lid on a mason jar. Put them in a dark place and for about a week. And don't use galvanized nails. Use rusty old nails. Find some old ones if you can. I had to use galvanized, so it took mine a long time to rust. But I keep it in there in case I ever know I'm going to be in a confrontation, and sometimes I'll just sprinkle it outside the entrances of the house just to keep that nonsense away, because you know people can be drama queens, drama kings. We don't typically have that happen here, but I keep it just in case other people I know need it. Overcome obstacles and go with the flow. Alright, so just keep that in mind if this is somebody who fights with you. Higher self, what do we need to know here in order to get through this in the best way? Oh, Spirit says you just need to know there's going to be freedom. So somebody may feel like they are stuck here, they're imprisoned here, and there's going to be freedom. And you're going to have a lot of gratitude when it happens. A lot of gratitude. You already do. Your higher self says there will be freedom. You just be grateful. All right, let's see what your best friend would say. This has been a very different reading, but all of them are not love readings. Sometimes we have to deal with our families, don't we? What would your best friend say about this situation? Invest your energy wisely. It's okay to outgrow things. Invest your energy wisely, and it's okay to outgrow things. And you might just have to make the choice that I'm going to choose my happiness, because I know that if I wait and I'm patient, because see, this is how I am. Okay, I'll give you an example. When I left my husband, it's a long story, and I'm going to give you the short version because I don't want to make the video excessively long, and I'll give you more of it later. Long story short, we had a lady that was living with us. She had stage 4 cancer, and she asked me if there was anything I could do for her after she crossed over. And I said, oh my God, I don't even know how to answer that. Like, give me a few days. So I thought about it, and I had a friend years ago commit suicide. And I said, can you just check on him and tell him to show me a sign, you or him, either one, show me a sign that he is okay. Because I've always wondered, people say stupid stuff about that and they don't know what they're talking about. So I was using my work email, which first of all is very secure because it's medical records, and so we have to keep those types of emails very secure, and you never get spam on a work email. If you do, they delete it immediately. But this was actually addressed to me, and it was from a psychic in Florida. And after she passed, I had asked her to check on my friend, and after she passed, I got an email from this psychic telling me Dean wants you to check on his brother. And I knew he only had one brother, Denny. And so I got to looking around, and a couple of weeks later, somebody put a post on Facebook that said, I saw Denny, he's doing well. Or they talked to him and he's doing well. So I was like, what does that mean? So I got nosy and I started looking at the comment section. And I could tell by the comments that he was probably either in rehab or in prison. So I started, I had access to all that stuff because of my job. And I immediately found out where he was at. He was incarcerated. And so I wrote him a letter, and we had kind of left things undone when we parted ways after Dean's passing. So I didn't know how he was going to react to even hearing from me, if he would just like totally blow me off or what. But when I reconnected with him, he immediately responded, and we've been talking ever since. And he is I would say, one of my best friends, probably the best friend that I have as far as him knowing me. I'll put it like that. But I love him to death, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him or his sister. They're like my family, but they're my chosen family, not the one I was born into. But anyway, I done forgot what the point I was trying to make was. Okay, when I split up with him, he told our daughter that because I reached out to Denny because I was told to by Spirit. My husband didn't know about any of that. He didn't know anything about any of this either. This all came out after I left him. It's like the Spirit just took over and said, you're not going to hide this anymore. You're going to be yourself and stop hiding this from everybody. I had hidden this from my husband. My whole family knew, but my husband didn't. My mama knew real well. She had seen me play cards all the time. Anyway, back to what I was saying. My husband told my daughter that I left him because I had a man in prison. And I didn't correct her. I just said, you know what? The truth comes out eventually, and the truth will prevail. And so I'm not even going to try to defend myself. And I used to talk to him, and she was angry at me because she thought I had left her daddy, and she didn't have a clue he was drinking. And I told her, I said, your daddy's drinking, baby. That's why I left him. Ask your sister. Your sister knows why I left. And no, I'm not dating a guy in prison. He's got 2 years left on his sentence. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't see him for 2 years. I couldn't even hardly visit him because of COVID. All we do was talk on the phone. And she told me one time, she was like, there's nothing wrong with that. That was probably it was probably hard. It was probably helpful to you trying to, deal with getting over Dad, to have somebody to talk to about it. And I said, exactly. It was very helpful. It was a very good distraction for me. And I just love Denny. I care about him. He's a very special person to me. That's all I'm going to say about that. But the truth did finally come out. Unfortunately, it came out not after. She found out before he died, but she found out after she found out he was an alcoholic. And she realized that he was killing himself with the beers, because the way the truth came out was he ended up hospitalized because of his drinking, and only because of his drinking. That's how it was sad the way it came out. And I'm seeing here that there's about to be a powerful truth. And this person is hiding that they are probably addicted to something, and they don't have any money. Like, whoever this is taking care of them. So just be patient. It looks like it's going to work out to your advantage. Sometimes you just have to be the bigger person and not fix it. You just have to let Spirit take care of it all. Truly. And then Spirit will. I've seen it happen many times in my own life. Let's see what the angels have to say for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been very different, but all my readings are going to always be different. Spirit says, plain and simple, I have a divine plan here. There's a divine plan here. Don't you worry about the truth. I got that truth. Them vibes, there's vibes, bad vibes when it comes to a relationship. So there's bad vibes there. You know what you're dealing with. You're no dummy. You're a high priestess. You have that high priestess energy right now in your favor. All right, let's see if there's any other way I might be able to help you tonight. If not, I'm going to cut you loose. Let's see if there's anything we can find out financially about this situation with this person that's struggling. Somebody here is a phoenix rising, and transportation is showing up for some reason. All right, what else? Somebody's a crafter, and they have transportation. So you either work in transportation, or maybe you make crafts and deliver them. I'm not sure. All right, talk to me, Spirit, about the person I'm reading for. What's happening with their money? What do they have? Uh-oh. This is not looking good, baby. Caution. If something's temporary, manage your money. You made some mistakes. Okay, so you've made some mistakes. You need to be cautious. This is only temporary, but you've got to manage your money because of some mistakes. That's what Spirit's saying, okay? All right, how about this person over here? What's going on with their money? Spirit said it has something to do with sports, wanting to be comfortable, and having charity. So basically, they might be living off of some kind of... They're either living off of this other person, and it has to do with sports. And they are a rebel big time. Why is sports here? I mean, I think they might just like watch sports on TV all the time. Yeah, they're a rebel, and they're planning this. They planned this because they didn't have any stability. They planned to be with this person because they have no stability. And it has something to do with sports. I'm not quite sure what that means, but you will. It might just it might be like being a sport, getting along with others. They don't get along with others because they are a bum. And they're a rebel, and they planned it that way because they didn't have stability. It came out in reverse, and it came out in reverse a while ago. This person is a loser. I'm just saying. They seem like a loser. I'm not going to say they're a loser, but they don't seem like they have their mess together at all. All right, can we have some guidance, please? One, if I may. That was a whole handful, or I would have taken them. Can I get good, strong answers, please, from the universe? One, please. Well, I'll take two if you want me to, Spirit. I just want to make sure I'm getting the right ones. I don't feel like they are. I just don't. If I don't feel it, I don't feel it. Please, Spirit, may I have one? Thank you so very much. Interesting. All right, this is what Spirit gave me, and that's what I'm going to go with. I have no idea what this might mean. Wild and free, number one. That's that full feeling right over here. I think you're going to cut this loose, and you're going to free yourself from it, but you have to decide that. This is an important time in your life when you are being guided to lead from your heart, even if it makes no sense to you or anyone else, or if your mind screams at you with fear and doubt. Don't ignore what your heart is telling you. Give yourself the time and space that you need away from the noise or the demands of the world and other people, so that the quiet, sure voice of your heart can be heard. Then take courage and act on what you feel. Your heart is wise and worthy of your trust. Your heart has never meant to be tamed. It is always truthful. When you allow yourself to be true to your heart, it will show you how to create a beautiful contribution to this world that fills you up with joy and peace. You don't need to be ashamed of what you feel or be persuaded that you should feel differently. Your heart has a wisdom beyond the logic of the mind. It has its own creative genius, a unique way to reframe problems, attract solutions, and empower us to bring our dreams to life. Some may be afraid of the wild freedom of the heart. You are not one of those people. Your mind may not always understand why your heart feels and guides you the way it does, but that is okay. Reassure your mind that your heart can show you how to live in a way that is amazing, and that it's safe to trust that. You are a wild child of the universe, and your heart is showing you the way to fulfill your divine destiny. Give yourself permission to live life that makes your heart happy. The world needs your joy. Sacred ritual. Place your hand on your heart and say to your heart, "My heart, you are wild and free. I trust you to guide me. You know what is right for me and what is not meant to be. You are honest and wise. I love you." Take a deep breath and then imagine that you can breathe out through the front and back of your heart. Now, be gentle and relaxed. This allows your heart to let go of pain, doubt, or insecurity. And remember that it is wild and free. And then you got creatrix. So you might be a crafter. Your soul is a divine creative fire. She wants to break free from what has been and give life to something new. You may experience this as a feeling of restlessness, of being confined, or a craving for something more that you just can't quite Mercury retrograde, get out of here, that you cannot quite articulate. Your soul doesn't want you to push that new life away. She wants you to embrace it. When you let go of your inhibitions and freely express yourself, stagnant situations will be cleared out by the powerful release of your energy, which creates openness. Let your inner artist out to play in whatever way feels fun, raw, and honest for you. It's time for you to experience something new. You have the need and the ability for creative self-expression. Whether it's your look, your room, your art, your altar, your journal, or your life, you need to be free to let the inspiration within find a way to take shape in the world. Some ideas will come together beautifully straight away, and some will need to be revised or released completely until you feel satisfied by the expression. Your creativity is most powerful and healing when it is true. It is not about someone else getting it or reaching some imaginary standard of perfection or making $1 million. The universe has a beautiful plan, remember, divine plan for your life. When we honestly and creatively express ourselves, we are playing with the universe and helping that beautiful plan to unfold. Some people won't understand the creative process, the importance of working from inner timing rather than external deadlines, or learning to be comfortable in the mess of possibilities before the inspired idea reveals itself to you. They may question your sanity or tell you that you aren't living in the real world. You know that world is created from our hearts, and it's more valuable because it's beautiful and real than any world created from fear. Creativity is such a gift. It is worth the price of being different and not always being understood. You are an inspiration. Don't hide your creative fire away. Let it burn bright and light up the world. Sacred ritual. Do at least 3 things today that you wouldn't normally do. That could be walking backwards for a few moments, mixing up your routine, or trying a new exercise or way of sitting. It could be approaching your art or your work in a way that feels more expressive of your soul. Enjoy the liberation of breaking out of patterns, for you are taking a step towards the creative emergence of something new. And I totally feel that for myself. I'm not trying to step into your reading or anything, but this hasn't been my reading, I don't think, at all. But that card right there, thank you, Spirit, because it gave me an inspiration of how I can make my life a little easier. Spirit, you're the bomb, diggity baby. Alright, so we're about to get up out of here. Where did that come from? I don't talk like that, the bomb diggity. NBPBDVU number 9. Whoops. J. RPLBPFE 10. Getting a lot of the same letters. And also, if you don't hear your initials, that doesn't mean it's not your reading. If everything else fit perfectly and no initials came out, don't worry. NEMTPFT number 12. These are just dice, and if that doesn't work out for you this time, it might be next time. You got a number 8 that time. Number 6, NKQTTFO. One more time. What the hell? RF4HJDEY. Glad I wrote them one more time, aren't you? All right, Spirit. What trinkets would you give to this crowd here? Whoever's dealing with this family stuff. There's a family drama going on for sure. All right, I have an angel. Oh, I have a little girl. Somebody might be dealing with their daughter. It looks like an eye, but it looks like a snake eye. This person might be a snake. An owl. You're going to use wisdom to make decisions here. Spirit's going to give you the wisdom. I have a starfish hanging on to an infinity sign. I have a heart that says love. I have a little elephant. He's chubby. I have a skeleton. No. I have a palm tree. I have a tennis racket with a ball. I have a cloud. I have a family tree. And then I have, it looks like a flower. Daisy, maybe. You could have somebody named Daisy. I have an elephant here. I have a heart with an arrow through it that says love. You might like to doodle little hearts with arrows like that sometimes. Kind, free, true to your heart, strong, happy, at peace, brave, thankful, and compassionate. And I bet that describes you to a T, doesn't it? All righty. Somebody is being very unkind to you, and it's involving some children and some adults that are acting like children and being very rebellious. All right, I have a feather. I have drive safe. I need you here with me. I have a rocking horse for a baby. I have a cactus, and y'all know that I sometimes call them pricks. I have a feather. I have an Eiffel Tower, an angel. Gloria. I have a compass and a lotus flower. I have a kundalini. You might be going through that awakening. I have believe in love, and I have a piece of black tourmaline, which is for protection. And I suggest that you keep this in your pocket. If you're being indicated to use protection to protect yourself, you can bathe in these. You can put them in the water when you take a bath. You can put them in your drinking water. All kinds of stuff you can do with them. I need to learn more about that too. Me and my friend were talking about that the other day, and I think we might go buy some together and learn a little bit along the way. All right, I hope this was helpful to somebody and that you'll let me know it. I appreciate your support here in whatever way you show love to me. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful night and that this truth comes out soon. It's going to take your patience for right now, but it is going to come out, baby. I promise you. Okay? Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.